Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BTNHD, and yes, the top 3 ThinkPad T Series laptops that are coming out pretty soon from Lenovo. Pretty excited about these 3 laptops. It is the ThinkPad T14, T14s, and then T15, right? The T14 is the size of the display, which is going to be 14 inches, and the T15 is going to be the large model. And the reason why I'm pretty excited about these machines is because they are going to have the latest AMD Ryzen processor. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of clips of how these machines look. You know, look-wise, they don't really look like a lot's been changed. A lot of the modifications have been changed inside, internally, like the processor. I believe you're going to be running the latest AMD processor, as well as the latest Intel 10th generation. I believe the T15 is going to have a GPU. I think all 3 of them have a GPU. That's just the reason why I like them so much. So let's get started. All right, so the first one on the list is the ThinkPad T14. This is how it looks. Again, it looks like a regular ThinkPad, black with the little mouse in between, the trackpad and all that stuff. Looks like it has a fingerprint scanner. This guy actually has a Ethernet jack on the right-hand side. Pretty cool. Beautiful. Nice. 14S looks just like the 14. I think the only difference between both of them is multiple versions on the display and memory cap. One of them has more memory than the other one. Depends on how you set it up during purchase. But yeah. And I believe this guy doesn't have an Ethernet jack, which sucks. But look at that display for that 14S. Nice. And last but not least, the ThinkPad T15. This is how it looks. This one is the one with the full keyboard layout with the number pad. This is the one I would definitely get because I'm assuming it has a lot of power. And it also has the Ethernet jack, so I can hardwire in, which is a plus. Awesome. And now this is the reason why I like these 3, or these are my top 3, right? The T Series, right? And this is the reason. Look, bird's eye view of what you're going to get with these machines. Now the retail price for these 3 machines are going to start around $849, and it's going to go up to, I don't know, maybe $3 grand. But retail price is around $800, between $1049. That's the retail price for these models. And the more specifications that you put onto these machines, like memory, hard drive, display, if you get the graphics card, depending on what type of CPU you get, it's going to cost a lot of money. Now for the 14S, the 14, and the 15, overall, all of them are going to get up to a 2 terabyte solid state drive, right? For display, each of them have different types of display. Some of them you're going to get a full HD IPS. Some of them you're going to get HDTN. Some of them are going to have 4K IPS with a bunch of different versions of nits. On the T15, you're actually going to get a 4K IPS with 500 nits, which is pretty cool. There is a version for touchscreen, right? It looks like the 14S is the only one that's going to have an integrated graphics card, which is the Intel one. 14 and the 15 are both going to have an NVIDIA GeForce with the integrated Intel graphics card, which is awesome. Both of them are going to get the MX330 with 2 gigs. The T14 and the T15, the cap of memory is going to be around 48 gigs. The 14S only goes up to 32 gigs. All 3 models, keyboards are backlit, which is awesome. White, which is standard. A lot of ports for all of them. I think only the 14 and the 15 are the only ones with the RJ45 or the Ethernet jack. I would say I would definitely go with the T15 because that's the bigger model. It has the full keyboard layout. That's the type of machine I would like to purchase myself. For security, it looks like all of them are going to have at least an IR camera. You are going to be able to use Windows Hello. All 3 of them are going to have the Think Shutter, which is a huge plus for privacy. You know, that's pretty cool. But overall, all 3 models are pretty cool. I'm leaning towards more the T15. I would definitely like to have that one in the lab and test it out for you guys. I would like to see how the battery life runs on these 3 machines. I know with the 4K model, the battery life is probably a little low. but who knows. And that's it, guys. That is what Lenovo today released for their teen lineup. The T14, the T14s, and the T15. I think the only one that I'm super excited is a T15 to get inside the lab and test out for you guys. I would love to see how the battery life works out. You know, these machines are built to do, you know, 3D rendering, edit, you know, 4K videos. So I would definitely do all that stuff if I had one of these guys inside the lab. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave comments right below. Don't forget about hitting that like button or smash it or do whatever you need to do. Don't forget to subscribe and share out the video. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.